يا من أجبت دعاء نوح فانتصر وحملته في فلكك المشحون يا من أحال النار حول خليله روحا وريحانا بقولك.
إن الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back for a few words. Dhul Qa'dah, day 29. With Dhul Hijjah just around the corner, everyone's making last minute preparations, mashallah, in terms of their intentions, in terms of renewing their intentions, making fresh their plan for the next 10 days, what they plan to do, how they plan to make the ibadah, the worship and all these various different things. Alhamdulillah, all things are fitting in place, and it's right, it's only right that we focus and we plan for this, because a lot of people do not pay as much attention as they should. They pay a lot of people what they do before Ramadan, 30 days, 40 days, 60 days. There's a countdown, 90 days for Ramadan. And then a couple of days later, you see someone said 82 days left, some 71 days left, 60 days left, 50. And there's a countdown because the magnanimity of Ramadan dawns upon people. The same way, the magnanimity of these 10 days should dawn upon us. And it's unfortunate that we are not giving it as much attention as possible. But these 10 days are the greatest 10 days that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears by in the Qur'an. Which other days? Okay, Allah swears by these 10 days. And some of the ulama, these 10 days obviously refers to the nights, refers to the nights of Ramadan. And the others are saying that no, not the nights are referring to the Ramadan, but the days are referring to Dhul Hijjah. So, mashallah, I'm so happy and so glad that everybody's getting into the spirit of things with the plan of Qur'an, the plan of Salah, with the plan of Sadaqah, with the plan of making sure that they abstain from all evil, all haram, and wanting to do good things. And also making the intention of udhiyah, qurbani, and a lot of people are actually asking the questions to cut or not to cut in terms of the hair, in terms of trimming the hair and cutting the nails and whatnot, etc. So just in a nutshell, quickly, I did say, refer to your local ulama, but there seems to be on social media a lot of conflicting messages, some saying yes, some saying no, some saying it's haram, whatnot, etc. Refer back to your local ulama and they will explain in greater detail. But essentially, there's one hadith particularly going around giving the instruction that if you plan to actually do a qurbani or do a udhiyah, sacrifice an animal, then do not cut and trim your nails and hair, etc. And this hadith is hadith from Sahih Muslim, and a lot of ulama they follow this. In particular, the school of thought that follows the literalist interpretations. So they actually follow that. But there's a stronger hadith in Sahih Bukhari to actually state that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't do this. Okay, so that's in Sahih Bukhari as well. So what it is that we have different groups of ulama. One group of ulama, they say that it is haram to cut and trim the nails, etc. if you plan to do qurbani or udhiyah during these 10 days. There's another category of people who, because there's a hadith, stronger hadith in Sahih Bukhari, which actually affirms that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did carry on as normal, and he didn't abstain from anything unusual in terms of cutting and the hair and trimming the nails and various other things. Because of that, that second category of people saying that no, it's perfectly fine, and those are the earlier day ulama. For example, in the time of Imam Abu Hanifa and various others, they took a certain opinion. But the third category of ulama who have complemented both hadith together. So these seemingly contradictory hadith, what they've done is that they've actually made them complement each other. And what they're saying is that it is not haram to trim and cut, etc., but it is recommended not to trim and cut, which is a big difference from saying it's haram. So that's the third category of ulama. And even a lot of the later day Hanafi ulama, they actually follow this interpretation as well. So once again, stick to the ulama that you follow, that you trust, etc. There is evidences for all of these things, and it's not like there is no evidence. And particularly those people who are saying, oh, this is in Sahih Bukhari, and those people not following Sahih Bukhari, well, you know what, it's not a time to bash other people about that, because of our limited understanding and what we might know and what we don't know, let's leave that to the ulama, let's leave that to the scholars. And there are plenty of things in Sahih Bukhari that we don't actually follow. And so that this hadith in Sahih Bukhari says that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam he carried on as normal, and there's no indication with regards to the cutting and trimming, etc. And this hadith in Sahih Muslim is saying that no, we should stay away, and Sahih Bukhari is better than Sahih, or is a higher grading of authority than Sahih Muslim. Well, you know what? That's a very technical discussion. Let's leave that to the ulama for now. All we need to know is that yes, there is evidences for all, and we respect them, irrespective of what a person follows. Alhamdulillah, that's great, mashallah, as long as they have the desire to please Allah. And remember, the whole idea about this Dhul Hijjah and the whole idea behind these 10 days is to make sure that our heart gets closely attached to Allah. Okay, and that will only come about if we sacrifice our ego, if we eradicate the ego aspect. Make dua for me, make dua for the ummah. Let's get cracking and let's do whatever we can in these next 10 days, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
يا من أجبت دعاء نوح فانتصر